guys, in this video we're going to be installing a chassis mounted rear sway bar for 79 to 93 foxbody, and man, does this make a world of difference. You will not regret this. It's about $500 on MaximumMotorsports.com, and yep, enjoy the video. Slide these collars on, and slide your urethane bushing on, put your over bracket on. These are your axle mounts. It's a washer on each bolt, and a 3/8 nut, nylon lock nut. You don't have to torque these yet. And slide your extension arms on the end of the sway bar, and then your pinch bolts that lock it in place. Make sure your sway bar is level across, and that the arms aren't on different teeth. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our installation brackets on the driver's side there, and the passenger side. We'll both do it the same way. This will be how it sits in the car. These go up against your rear axle, and they have U-bolts to clamp it on. And after you install this, you'll tighten all your hardware. These are insulation brackets. They just take the place of your, what do you call them? Heim joints, adjustable sway bar endlinks. And you put this in, hold it up with pole jacks or a jack or something, and then mark your holes for drilling. And then these are your frame spacers. You'll have to put these in, cut them off, make them the right length, and your through bolts there. These will be your new heim joint for your sway bar and link bolts. You can put little washers on each side of the heim joint. And yep, we'll throw this in the car and get her mocked up and mark our holes. Be looking good here in a little while. Alright, now we're gonna take this crappy control arm mounted sway bar off and replace it with a new one. There's two 15mm bolts on each side, and we'll pop them off there. And I got my pole jack, so we'll slide it up in there and mock it up so we can drill our holes. We'll be drilling somewhere in this area right here. That junk out of here. Went in the trash. If somebody wants it. Somebody wants it, hit me up. That's what it looked like when you got it mocked up in place. This is almost touching here, but on the back side, it will be touching the upper control arm mount bracket, flush against the top on the other side. And that is on both the driver and the passenger side. So make sure you get that right, and you can mark your holes and start drilling. This is what it looked like once you drill the holes out. You start with a 5/16 inch bit through the bracket, and then drill one of them, put a bolt in that hole you just drilled, then drill the top one, take the bracket off, then drill your outside of the frame rails only to 1/2 inch. That'll put your frame spacers in so you don't crush your frame when you tighten it down. And it helps it not bow or bend when you're racing the car or driving the car. So 1/2 inch on the outside, 5/16 on the inside, and then you slide your spacers through. You can mark the end of it, and then you measure from that mark to your flared end, and that'll give you how much you have to cut off. Mine was 3/4, so we'll go ahead and cut all them off and throw them in, tighten it down, throw your frame spacers in, and then you can mount your sway bar brackets to the frame. This is what it looked like all bolted up. And these things are they're solid. So, shouldn't go nowhere. That's the driver's side. That's the passenger side. Some solid too. I had to take the springs out to drill the holes, but this is what it is. Looks pretty good. Almost there. This is what it'll look like all buttoned up. You have a washer on the outside and 3 on the inside of every bolt for the Heims. Make sure you tighten this jam nut here. This is a 7/16 pinch bolt, 9/16 up here. This is the Allen key for your sway bar stops, so it won't slide out of control and mess up your bushings. Everything tightened up there. So you get your jam nut on this side. I've got it on the second hole at the moment. Once I get to the track, we'll start playing with it and see what happens. If it's any better. They recommend you put the sway bar about 1 inch above the bottom of your diff and level it with the car. You have to do that on the ground, obviously. But that's what it looks like. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Come back for more. Thanks. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Real special announcement coming up right now, so stay tuned for this. You don't want to miss it. Well guys, this is a new setup going on. You may have noticed something over here. Those are 11-inch wheels. These are 11-inch wheels. Huh. And those are 4 sticky 295s. That just means one thing. We're going wide body.